Guys, they said Queen Naomi was in tears as she begged Princess Adeola and Elizabeth Jackrich, who visited her, to please speak to Kabiyesi on her behalf. That this thing is getting out of hand, though. According to what we are hearing, they said Kabiyesi's daughters, Princess Adeola and Elizabeth Jackrich, that they were not happy at all over Kabiyesi's speech day before yesterday. They were very, very angry. But Kabiyesi remains their father. There is nothing they can do about it. And that word have been spoken. If it is a kind of a mark that you can clean it. But you see that statement, it has been made, There is nothing anyone can do about it, even though it hurts. And the Queen Naomi felt so bad over that incident. And that is why, after that event, you know that is a very big event in Ile-Ife, of which Dr. Elizabeth Jackrich attended, Diola attended, even this Princess Adewamiwa, they all attended that Olojo festival. Olojo festival is a very big festival, that a lot of people attend from different places. Even the governor of Osun State, Governor Adeleke, was also present, and so many of them. So they said after that last day of that Olojo festival, Queen Naomi's Kabiyesi's daughters decided to visit Queen Naomi, because they said that Queen Naomi they were expecting to see her. Invitation was sent to her too, in a special way. You know, Kabiyesi expected to see her. That the reason why Kabiyesi spoke the way he did was because of the fact that Queen Naomi did not honor that invitation. One, plus other things that have been piling up, under other anger that have been piling up. You know that only recently Queen Naomi have told Kabiyesi that she is no longer in love with him, that she is now in love with another person, that Kabiyesi should give her freedom. So all of these things are the things that is making Kabiyesi angry, that push him into saying those things, coupled with the fact that the Olories must have manipulated him their own way. So they said the daughters went to Akure to go and see Queen Naomi, because they know that Queen Naomi will be feeling bad, and they have to kind of let her know that all is well. They said the two of them visited Queen Naomi, including Dr. Elizabeth. We heard that Dr. Elizabeth also went there with them. When they got there, they said Queen Naomi welcomed them very well, with warmth welcome they received from Queen Naomi. Queen Naomi attended to them, you know, treated them with special this thing, as in, they said she took very good care of them, as in they were very happy. But while they were kind of discussing, talking, you know, gisting, ladies gist, they noticed that Queen Naomi was not happy at all, that she was shedding tears all through. And at some point, they said Diola was like, how long is this thing going to continue? They said Queen Naomi told them that please, if they love her, that they should talk to Kabiyesi to please give her freedom. That she needs to be alive. She needs to stay alive and in good health to be able to care for Tadenikawo. That she doesn't see herself surviving in that palace with those women in there, because she knows herself very well. She cannot live a life of competition all through her life, and she doesn't want to raise her children with that attitude. That the Kabiyesi should please give her freedom, that it will not take him anything. If not, that maybe Kabiyesi is still angry with her, that it will not take Kabiyesi anything to give her that freedom. All Kabiyesi needs to do is to do one or two things. Queen Naomi will come and bat with whatever it is that, and the same way he did with Wurola, Kabiyesi will make it public and let everyone know that he's no longer with Queen Naomi, and Queen Naomi will be free to get married and all of that. That is how he did Wurola's own. Even though a lot of people were saying that he refused to do that for Wurola, it was Wurola's family who did this or that. But information have it that Kabiyesi, and I'm sure if you watch it, then you will hear when Kabiyesi said it publicly, that he's no longer married to Wurola, that Wurola is free to marry another man. And now we are hearing that Wurola have remarried. Wurola have a son for her husband now. So they said that is exactly one thing that Queen Naomi is demanding from him. Make it public that we are no longer together. Because a lot of people keep saying that these two are no longer together, even though Kabiyesi sometimes is trying to see if he will be able to convince Queen Naomi to accept polygamy, because that is what it is. But Queen Naomi have said she doesn't like crowd. That one thing she doesn't want to do in her life is to live a life of lies, life of competition, and all of that. That it is too hard for her to accept. They said she was crying, begging Kabiyesi's daughters to please speak to him, so that she will be free and live a life of happiness. There are a lot of people are saying that Kabiyesi is giving her house, Kabiyesi is doing all of that for her, that life is not all about riches. Life is not all about wealth. Life is not all about cars and houses and properties and investment. That life is more of happiness than all of these things. That when one is not happy, no matter what you give to that person, that person can never be complete. That at first she thought that with Kabiyesi that her life would be complete, but at some point she noticed that maybe that is not what God wants for her. That God really have a good plan for her if only Kabiyesi will help her and give her freedom. They said the daughters were like, even though they don't want Queen Naomi to go, but when they see how she was crying profusely, they promised her that they are going to do something about it. But she too should give it a second thought, because to be frank, they don't want her to leave from what we are hearing. So they said it was a very nice moment, even though it was filled with tears. But Queen Naomi welcomed them very well. They discussed, they talked, but the cry was so much that they felt so bad. Them too, they are not happy. They are not happy the way Kabiyesi spite Queen Naomi in the public the way he did, because we all understand it very well. None of us is a kid not to understand exactly what played. Kabiyesi intentionally said all of that to hurt Queen Naomi. But I don't think that is going to change anything. It will even pursue Queen Naomi more away, or kind of, I don't even know the right word to use here. It will even estrange Queen Naomi more from him, you know, because things like this is not expected from a king. Kabiyesi is a king, and he's no longer a small boy, to talk. Anyway, guys, they said the daughters have promised Queen Naomi that they will try and talk to their father, but left for them, they don't want this marriage to end. But it is only the will of God that will be done. So that is what we are hearing. Don't forget that these are all alleged information, okay? Always bear that in mind. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share my video. I want to thank you for always being part of my channel. Thank you so much. My God will bless you. I love you guys. Bye. See you.